I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey Ray, thanks for joining us on what is considered the only one of its kind, original matching number 73 Mach 1 convertible. All of that's not true. All of that is not true, but I will tell you this, if they were gonna build one, this is the car you'd wanna have, and this is why this car is so hot. First off, talk about great restorations. The paint color, the combination is beautiful, but the underneath of the car is built just like they did in the factory by painting the floors this red oxide color, right? And although they didn't build a Mach 1 convertible, just the look of this car is fabulous with the ram air hood, the front and rear spoilers, and all that good stuff. Let's take a walk around. Let's look at the stripe call out. Let's look at the wheels. Let's look at everything that you could imagine what this car will look like when it shows up in your driveway. And everybody comes out and goes, oh, wow, man, that is one bad A car. All right, come on up here and let's do some paint work real quick. Now, this is what you need. If you're buying a car online outside of here, which would surprise me, but let's just say that you got a bump on the head and you decided to, you didn't know what you were doing, you decided to go outside the safety of the Circle Flemings and check some other cars out, make them do this for you. Make them, and so yes, of course you're going to be able to read the letters, but the letters need to be crystal clear. They need to be sharp so that you can tell the quality of the paint. I'll show you what I mean by that, so come on back here. Sorry, Colin. See the difference? This is a matte black stripe. It's supposed to be this. It's not supposed to be shiny and clear. You see the difference of the letters and see how you can't really see the everything about them? And then the difference here. All right, there's your lesson for today. That's why people stay in the safety of the Circle. All right, for me, I love Magnum 500s, and to get the right ones on the Mustang is correct to do it this way, that the wheel is all chrome. If you were getting that same wheel on, say, like a Chevelle or a big block Camaro or something like that, it would have a trim ring on it, so that's just a small feature of why I love this car so much, is there's so much cool, authentic things on here. Big fat radials all the way around. This car drives so much nicer than the original style. The radial had just kind of come out during this time, and it was such a big improvement on the cars from the 60s that had bias ply tires, and that's why most of these cars have that thing. What I did also want to show you is the detail here, because look at how nicely you can see all of the letters in here. Not every painter bends his knees, not everybody wet sands down this low. The stripe is on very nicely, all done black at the bottom like a Mach 1's supposed to be. All right, this is it's just such a nice car. I wanted you to see and spend some time. And you say, well, what are those things sticking in back? Well, I left them in here because these are the trophies that it's recently won, and they come with the car. If you want them, I'll leave them in the car. If you don't want them, I'll find another home for them. But these are recent trophies. They came with the car. I thought it was a cool piece to say, listen, this thing is really nice, and that proves it's a third-party endorsement, as we say. All right? Got to have a rear wing, man. Rear wing's paramount. Must have, must have. Great exhaust there, and then if you could, I want to spend a second just look underneath to the detail, all their red oxide floors like they're supposed to. Look at that big 9-inch rear end in there. Everything's not spray bomb black. The gas tank is silver, the shocks are white, the rear end's black, the exhaust is silver. That's the detail stuff that you're getting, and this is why I think this is a great car. All right, so let's take a peek under here and see what all the hubbub is about. Wow, all right. Where to even start? All right, so detail for me says that everything is not all one color. It's not all black, it's not all blue, it's not all whatever. And this is why I wanted you to take a second and look through here. For instance, the engine block itself is blue, got the Cobra valve covers and air cleaner. Well, why is the air cleaner so long? It looks a little strange. You know what? You have a good eye. I'm glad you asked that question. The reason that it looks so strange is because it has 2 4-barrel carburetors under there. What? How did that happen? I don't know how these things happen. They just happen, but look at that. It's even got a heater tube in there. The emission system is still in place, all right? Battery topper here. Nicely detailed engine compartment. And this right here is a cool piece. Listen to me, man. You need to look at all the details of this car because there's so much great stuff. The dual quads, a 351 engine right in here. All detailed and whatever. Air conditioning and modern heat. So not only do you have great power, you got air conditioning, you got a convertible top, you got power disc brakes, you got power steering. All these things we forget to ask about in these cars because your modern car has that. These cars didn't come with all that stuff. And this right here is such a buy. So you come around this way here, show off these dual quad carbs all detailed here as well, because if you want to go to a car show, that looks really nice. All right, so come on in here, and I'll tell you why I spent some time on a trunk, because trunks say how much more people detail their cars. Typically they don't, if the trunk is ugly, then the rest of the car could have some issues as well. Here, somebody's gone through the effort of detailing the trunk, all right, putting this correct decals in place. The mat's in here, it's got a spare tire. 9 out of 10 cars we get don't have a spare tire in it. This one happens to have the spare tire in it. It's got a pack right here for the boot for the convertible top. This right here, if you decide to get like a tool kit or an off-road kit, not an off-road kit, an on-road kit, maybe something for wiping down the cars at a show or something like that. This is a great bag that goes with it. And it just looks nice. New gaskets, seals, stripe is done right back here. I'll take this out so you don't yell at me when I close the lid that scratch the car because it's your car now. You'll be mad at me. It'll be all my fault and wreck our relationship. I just saved our relationship. Did you see that happen? All right, so come on in here where you're going to spend most of your time. Oh, would you look at that? My foot is all lit up. Well, how did that happen? Well, that's because the foot lighting works. Isn't that nice? What a nice feature. All right. Check this out, man. This is good. This is good. This is a great interior. First off, you can take another couple out in this car. You can take the kids out for somewhere. You guys can go to dinner in this car. You can drive to the beach in this car. This is a very comfortable car. You got buckets. You got power steering. You got a nice console for relaxation if you wanted to. You can ask us. We could put in an AM/FM digital sound system in the glove box for you. It keeps the dash kind of looking stock because this has the original AM/FM radio in it, which is kind of cool. And so it looks a little bit old school still, but having a nice digital sound system in there would make the tunes really, really nice. Got this cool rim on here, and almost everything in here is restored, replated, replaced. It's just a genuinely, genuinely nice car, and if you want to go for a ride, you know, Matt, let's do that. Let's go for a ride. How about that? We do that? You ready? We'll go. All right, so as we close up this car, let's run down some of those things real quick. 351 dual quad V8. Boom, enough said, right? Air conditioning, modern heat, power disc brakes, power steering, restored, detailed undercarriage. Even if all that wasn't done, who cares? The car looks spectacular. And even if that wasn't even the most important thing, the most important thing is you can get in this car and you can go for a drive and you can have some fun, man. This is an awesome piece of history. It's the last year for this body car. It was over by then, years before any performance came back out of these cars. And this right here sets a benchmark of the future of these cars to continue to go up in value, and they're doing it already. So all those people that bought the early K-Code Mustangs and Shelbys and things like that got in early. They did really well. Here's a chance for you to potentially get in early as well, enjoy driving it, and hopefully it goes up in value and you have a great time and you make a little money as well. What's not to like about that? How you doing? Call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this awesome, awesome Mustang.